Hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity in the news. And we do this live every weekday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Chatmosa. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and with me I have my fabulous co-host, my icy chili, my gorgeous moon, and my Libra queen. Hey, ladies.
Hello.
Good morning.
And hello to all the listeners out there as well. Shout out to y'all. So, just a kind reminder, we are currently doing our hot tea cold cash giveaway.
Whoop
Yeah.
whoop.
And for more information about the giveaways, terms, and conditions, please head over to auntiederek.com/hot tea cold cash. How you get entries into my giveaway: you RSVP to every show, you attend the live shows and stay in its entirety, and you can share my show on social media with the hashtag Auntie Derek. Don't forget to subscribe to me as well here on Chatmosa to stay in the know. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, we got a lot of tea to get through. So I think we should just jump right in, honey.
Tea time.
Yes. Well, so we don't have any new Diddy news today. I guess he's probably trying to stay on his best behavior over there at Fort Dix.
Let me just
But
say
what we
Finally. God damn.
for all of us.
what we can talk about, so I'm not the only one who thinks Vivica is still in love with my man.
Mm.
So she just went on Sherry Shepherd's show. And I even said when we watched that video of Vivica yesterday, I said, I think she's coming out of the Sherry show because I remember that was the same outfit she wore. But Sherry Shepherd added her 2 cents. So TMZ caught up with her. And I'm sharing this link on from TMZ. You should see where it says Sherry Shepherd thinks 50 Cent and Vivica Fox still love each other.
Uh, I don't know.
And,
She
and see
said
what Sherry has
they
to say about it.
they still love each other. Oh,
They
interesting.
it's two ways. Okay, girl.
She said, I was on to something. But when this video stopped being a hater and lows, we can see what Sherry has to say. Girl, hurry up.
Spectrum, your days. You hear me?
Count your
Count
days.
your day.
They being a real hater today.
Okay. Maybe I should refresh. If I refresh, let's see what that does. Millennials, we are so impatient. This is hilarious. And what
I'm
hell?
sending my
It
goons.
doesn't want to show the video. You know what? I think maybe that's a sign that people really didn't want to see it anyway. So I'll just go ahead and read what it says here. Oh, never mind. It's up now. Okay. So let me share my screen again. Okay, let's see what Sherry has to say.
50 Cent posted you. He posted Vivica. This is getting a little juicy here. So
we got to have 50 on the show. I need to ask what kind of candy shop he was in with his magic stick.
Listen, should we have these two sit down and hash it out? Because he said that she tried to turn him out. You say he turned her out. We got to get to the bottom of this.
We got to get to the bottom of this whole 50. I think they still love each other.
So should they?
I really do. But sometimes you can love somebody and it's still not, you don't need to be together.
Right.
You just take that love and let it turn into a beautiful thing.
That is last. Should people give Vivica grace? Because you honestly, 50 said that you've explained it correctly and really funny.
Well, I think Vivica is on the show today, and she explained what she meant and some other things. So you have to watch the show because she actually did. It was kind of hot what she said about 50. It was pretty hot. So,
well, do you think she's over him? No.
I think that there's a love that's there between both of them. I think that he still loves her because he didn't go he gives her a lot of grace, and I think that grace that speaks to love. I think it's a deep, deep love there, something that's very
Hmm.
beautiful that only those two can attest to.
They gotta come
But
with
I
a
still
Chevy show
fantasize. I still fantasize.
about who? About 50?
Both of them. I like to give me a half a dollar.
No way. Wait, so would you date a rapper?
Yeah, if they're good ones.
Thank you, Chevy. Ciao.
Mm-mm.
Something about her voice just annoys me.
The
Oh,
TMZ girl.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. You know what? Chill. We be on the same wavelength. Cause something about her really irritates my spirit. But okay.
y'all are hilarious. I have to say though, that talk show looks very good on Sherry Shep. She looks fabulous.
Look,
She
I
looks
like her little bust down. I like that. It looks good.
Little fashion
she.
kicking. Yeah, she looks nice.
Mhm. But what do
They're
y'all think
putting.
about what she said? Do you think there's some truth in I certainly do. I think that both 50 and Vivica still got
I
some feelings
guess.
for each other.
I don't know
I
about
guess so.
50. I think maybe Vivica, but 50, you think 50 care anything about that woman?
Absolutely, because you saw the very tamed response that he gave her after she was talking about him, and you know that's not how he does things. You know he usually goes
Mhm.
in.
Usually, but hasn't he gone
Mhm.
in on her before? Or no?
Yeah, even told the world that she ate his booty, allegedly,
Oh, which
allegedly.
oh
So
that,
maybe he's
yeah.
just being kind because they have a history. I mean, he may have a just a sliver of kindness in him sometimes. I just don't think so.
I'm sorry, 50 Cent and sliver of kindness in the same sentence? I
I said a
I
sliver.
I don't know,
I don't know
because we have
either.
seen how this man does things, and it is anything other than kind,
It
especially
really
when it
is.
comes to his baby moms. And remember, they have history. They have a child together, and he still
Well,
goes
he
after
don't
her
like
like we.
her.
Yeah.
Why did him and Vivica break up again? Was it something crazy?
You know, I totally forgot. I totally forgot.
I mean,
Let's
him and
Google it
his
real
baby mama and the kids, they beefing. It's up and it's stuck. But I don't know.
Maybe she wanted more. He was young when they got together,
Mm,
wasn't he?
yeah, he was young.
So maybe she wanted a more of a commitment, and he wasn't ready. I don't. I'm guessing. I don't know if that's why they broke up.
So, according to this Google AI interview, it says 50 Cent and Vivica A. Fox broke up due to the public nature of their relationship, which became uncomfortable with outside pressure from publicists and others. Both have also cited other issues, including 50 Cent's perception that Fox relationship for publicity and Fox's feeling that the financial dynamics were unbalanced. Mm,
Because she definitely was on the top of her game at that time. So, and the financial balance
yeah,
has definitely switched. Maybe
yeah,
he's
and
gotten older and has a better appreciation for her and I don't know. I don't know why y'all want me to humanize this man that I don't like, but okay.
because he is human. He's my man, my man, my man. Mm.
Ugh. And even though he is my sign person, we share the same sign. I don't know. I ain't convinced. I'm kind of with Chill on that. I don't know. Maybe he was just being cool that day. Mm, I don't trust it.
Don't trust anything kind from 50 Cent. I tell y'all that.
I'm
We have
telling you
seen,
that.
we have
I don't,
seen what he is capable of. With
yeah,
all
I
that,
don't
I still
trust
love
him.
him.
I know. Crazy. I'm gonna get your head checked. That's what I'm gonna do.
Well, speaking of somebody else who needs their head checked and somebody who's still possibly in love with Serena Williams, that biracial Canadian, Drake,
Oh shit!
honey,
Shut up.
Honey, he up in Instagram comments throwing shade, honey. So y'all should see where I said just posted here from TMZ. Drake approves Serena Williams diss on Instagram pic with sexy red. We have a comment saying he's from Durham. Leave me alone, ho. And shout out to the Bull City. Well, Drake is apparently welcoming Serena Williams' shade in his Instagram comment section as he hit the like button on a user saying Sexy Red is an upgrade from the tennis legend. Champagne Poppy posted a series of tennis themed shots with the Pound Town rapper on Monday with the caption reading, I said tennis lesson, she said where's the bracelet or the necklace. It garnered tons of comments, including an interesting one from a person who praised Sexy Red while simultaneously dissing Serena, a jab that Drake was quick to endorse with the like. Serena Williams upgrade with two fire emojis, the fan wrote. Ever hold a racket and is by far one of the most recognizable figures in all of sports. Drizzy is no stranger to taking shots at Serena. In 2022, the Toronto rapper who dated Williams on and off from 2011 to 2015 threw shade at Williams and her husband, Alexis Ohanian, by being involved in Drake's nemesis Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show, specifically to the Not Like Us diss track. Williams claims the cameo was not intended to target her ex, but rather an opportunity to represent comedy. Well, judging by Drake's latest social media activity, he might not see it that way. He don't see a lot of things, old fucker.
You know what? Fuck his little floppy dick ass. You know what? And whoever that crackhead ass user talking about sexy red as an upgrade, I know you fucking lying. I know you ain't saying that girl is an upgrade from the fucking goat. Like, are you fucking be fucking for real? I do not accept any Serena slander or shade over here. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And we have a comment saying a bitch who looks like she don't wash her pussy good is an upgrade from a tennis pro legend. Okay. Well,
I'm, huh.
washing pussy good is killing me right now.
Well,
You
when you're
ain't
right,
wrong.
you're right.
You
Okay.
ain't wrong.
The fucking nerve. Fucking nerve.
Well, somebody who is dead wrong, honey, that Ray J. Because Ray J
Ugh.
said that he can go toe to toe with singer Mario, honey, once he gets vocal lessons from his sister Brandy.
Oh, sit down. Sit down.
That's what he said, honey.
No. I just do stand up comedy. What the hell are you talking about?
He just say any old thing just to stay in the news, really.
Yeah,
Honestly,
and it's
because
working. Look, we have a comment. Mario as in Super Mario. It's
brother.
me, Mario.
Oh, Ray J's fucking idiot. Oh my god.
Yes, and y'all can see I just shared this TMZ link. Ray J calls out Mario and Wale as third best singer behind Chris Brown and Usher.
Huh?
Mhm. So I just want to apologize to y'all in advance. This video is about a minute and a half long, and we about to watch it because I saw it already, and I'm not about to be the only one who have to be subjected to Ray J's antics. So I'm ruining y'all day too. But
Ugh.
let's see. TMZ caught up with him. I think it may be that same girl with that annoying voice that y'all don't like.
Oh
So,
man.
Mm,
but let's
he's
just see what they have
everywhere.
to.
Ray J, real quick.
They need to do the TMZ bus tour out here.
I would agree.
Yeah,
I would
that
agree.
go
It would.
TMZ bus tour New York.
Oh wait, Ray J, before you go, real quick. So it doesn't seem like Mario's taking the sing off very seriously. What would it take to convince him?
That's because he don't really know how to sing off. If you want to take it seriously, I went up in DC. I was in
Good.
like
The one
in your
thing.
hometown, kick me out the concert.
What's it gonna take to get Mario to agree? What do you think?
No, he better step up to the plate. My sister already said what it is. I'll put down the blunts and I'll battle. But Mario don't want it. Neither
Spectrum, you did it today. I honestly don't feel like hearing him.
else. If I train, anybody out there say y'all want a problem with me in this song, and I'm gonna train with Brady. Other than that, I don't feel like it.
Got you. Thank you so much. Hmm.
Okay, so I understand. Oh, we have a comment. I hope Spectrum cuts him off. Famous words.
It
If I
did. We missed most of that, but that's okay.
Yeah. The he then went from the Kardashians is under investigation to now he want to battle Mario. Oh, good. I need him to get off drugs immediately.
and why is Wale in it? He don't even sing.
I, that's why he need to get off drugs, Auntie. Because what are you talking about?
So we have a comment saying that was a minute and a half too long. We have Ray J's back in the news. Maybe he needs to come into this podcast. Oh, we would certainly love to have Ray J and his Trump supporting ass here so we can have a conversation. Hmm. It says I hope Spectrum cuts him off. And it says Ray J can't sing. Excuse me, Ray J can't fuck nor sing. So I'm not really sure why we're taking him seriously.
Damn. Points are being made here today. You hear me? Points are being made.
Gone for over that jackhammer, honey.
You say he a rabbit pumper?
We saw it.
I'm glad I didn't see it. I'm glad I didn't see that rabbit pumping. Oh God, that's terrible.
Hmm. Well, you
Mm,
notice how he mentioned which he just told a bold faced lie, talking about Chris Brown is the number one best singer in the world, and Usher is number two. That is a bold faced lie, and my millennial heart will not let him sit there and lie like that. So Usher is number one. Let's keep
yes.
that. Usher is the number one male singer out here. Let our male R&B singer. Let's be clear on that.
Uh-huh.
But Usher is actually in the person that's behind a lot of hits, Brian Michael Cox. He was behind like Burn and some other ones.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Uh-huh.
well, Usher is actually in a nasty legal battle with him over a failed restaurant.
Yes. Brian posted something about that and said that they are still friends. Their 27-year friendship is still intact. So we'll see.
Hey, good to hear. Well, y'all should see
Uh,
here by way of all hip hop, Usher sues lawyer and Brian Michael Cox for millions over failed restaurant venture. So Usher Raymond has initiated legal proceedings against his longtime collaborator, Brian Michael Cox, demanding repayment of funds advanced for an Atlanta restaurant project that never materialized. According to reports, the R&B superstar filed suit in Fulton County Superior Court on Friday, targeting Cox alongside Keith Thomas, Charles Hughes, and entertainment attorney Alcide Honore. The legal action centers on a $1.7 million advance Raymond provided in January for a proposed Buckhead establishment called Homage ATL. Cox, whose production credits includes Raymond's chart toppers Burn and You Got It Bad, approached the Grammy winner last year about acquiring the former Ocean Prime location at 3102 Piedmont Road. According to court documents, Raymond declined to invest but agreed to provide financing through a loan arrangement. The funds were transferred to a trust account with the expectation that the property purchase would proceed expeditiously. Excuse me. Months passed without the real estate transaction being completed, prompting Raymond to request loan repayment during the summer months. While $1 million was returned in August, the remaining $700,000 balance has not been satisfied. The lawsuit alleges Honore acknowledged it because the money had been used for other purposes. Raymond's legal team is pursuing $4.9 million in total damages, calculating $700,000 for each 7 distinct claims outlined in the filing. The defendants have not yet filed responses or counterclaims as of Tuesday. The failed restaurant venture represents an unusual business dispute between contemporary R&B's most recognizable hits. Cox's production company, Black Baby Inc., has shaped the sound of numerous chart-topping records across multiple decades. The four-time Grammy-winning producer has maintained a professional relationship with Raymond, spanning over 2 decades, contributing to the singer's most successful albums, including the diamond-certified Confessions. Usher is not new to the restaurant business. Last year, he opened up his first Dave's Hot Chicken franchise. Oh, good for him. Yeah. So
My
you
son
see
loves
that
Dave's hot
moon,
chicken. Yuck.
moons. You said you don't like Dave's hot chicken.
Mm-mm. It don't taste good to me.
They could use a little bit more seasoning, but I don't hate it. I definitely like it more than Cane's. That's for sure. Raisin Cane.
Oh, I didn't like it. The project manager, I tell you, but yes, he had it yesterday. He was like, "Look at all the seasoning on here," and he broke off a piece. Look how juicy it is. I said, "I am unimpressed," but go ahead, as long as you happy, honey.
I know that's right. Shout out to the project manager.
But yeah, no, I actually saw Brian Michael Cox post this morning and didn't know what it was actually about, but he did talk about him and he wasn't a full like person involved in it. He was only an investor as well, so that him and Usher's friendship is still good to go. So we'll see how that goes.
Mhm. And, my thing is though, y'all have already paid $1,000,000 back. Give that man his $700,000 because now that the 700,000 done turned into 4.7 million due to court
Hmm.
fees, attorneys, and all that, and y'all sitting there fucking around. Y'all knew what it was. He already told you he didn't want to be an investor, but he was like, you know what? I believe in your vision. I'll let you have this money as a loan. And then that he
Right.
he asked for damn financial reports. What they ain't got nothing to give him. He was like, okay, well, give me my money back. They give
Give
him back
me
a
my
million.
money.
And they thought he was just gonna let that $700,000 slide. That's all that was.
He said, I need all my money. And now you playing, so now we're gonna cover my court fees too. I know that's right.
Run, run me my money.
Hey, you got to do good business, people. I wonder why the restaurant didn't even come together, come to fruition. I wonder what happened with that.
Because they was scamming, allegedly. That attorney already said the reason he couldn't pay back the remainder of the amount because he was having a hard time because the money and weed and what were the other purposes? They were scamming. Well, scammers, Nicki Minaj, honey. I even hate we gotta talk about her, but she's in the news, and she's the first female rapper that was able to address the United Nations. They should have got somebody else to do it for real, for real. But I have this TMZ article, and you all should see where it says Nicki Minaj thanks Trump in UN speech, but stresses she's not taking sides. Girl, yes, the hell you is. Yes, you are.
Oh, she's trying to clean it up now. Okay.
Because basically, and long story short, what she is speaking to the UN for is some freaking nonsense. Because she's trying to claim that Christians are being so persecuted in Nigeria that they're being killed just by simply being Christian, just by simply being religious. When we know that's not true, it's actually the Christo fascism in Nigeria that's driving them to kill the LGBTQ people over in Nigeria. Ask me how I know.
Mm.
Anyway. So again, this is another video, y'all. I'm sorry to have to put y'all through this, but we gonna watch her. This is another video that's a minute and a half too long. We gonna see what Nicki Minaj had to say at this UN child.
Oh God.
Sagittarius, I'm happy. Bianca, all y'all, I think y'all need to have a meeting for real, for real. Cause y'all need to have a meeting about her and maybe, I don't know, revoke her membership. I don't know. But anyway, let's see what this girl got to say at the UN.
Hello, everyone. I must say I am very nervous. So please, well, thank you, Ambassador Waltz, for this invitation. It is an honor to stand on this stage with you and the other distinguished speakers here today to shine a spotlight on the deadly threat faced by thousands of Christians in Nigeria. I would like to thank President Trump for prioritizing this issue and for his leadership on the global stage in calling for urgent action to defend Christians in Nigeria, to combat extremism, and to bring a stop to violence against those who simply want to exercise their natural right to freedom of religion or belief. Barb's, I know you're somewhere listening. I love you so very much. You have been the ultimate light
I
in
really
my
want to stop this so bad.
career for so long. I appreciate you, and I want to make it very clear once again that this isn't about taking sides. This is about standing up in the face of injustice. It's about what I've always stood for my entire career, and I will continue to stand for that for the rest of my life. I will care if anyone, anywhere is being persecuted for their beliefs. Thank you.
That's it. That's all she said. That was the meat of the her speech.
Mhm. Barb's, especially the gay ones. Now, y'all know y'all Auntie Derek loves you down, but it's really time to have a come to Jesus moment. So she's sitting over there at the UN addressing a fictionalized persecution about Christians that Christians are facing in Nigeria, right? Because we know that's not fucking happening, right? And she could be using that time to fight for y'all rights. Everything that she said is, people being persecuted by extremism and their beliefs and stuff. She could have used that argument for the gay people who love and adore her, right? But she chose not to. So, Barb's, this is your Auntie Derek speaking. It's time to have that come to Jesus moment. I know y'all love this lady. I know y'all love her dearly, but but she is showing y'all to your face that she doesn't feel the same way, and it's really time to sit in that and reflect. So we have a comment. Shouldn't Jesus be her ultimate light? But I'm listening to Ice Ray's in Auntie's hometown. Wake it the fuck up! Wake it up! Wake it
Okay.
up!
Um.
So.
And honestly, first of all, she sounded slow. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. She I don't know what turn and what alleyway she then went down. I don't know how we got here from all of this bickering and bantering on the internet to the UN with Trump. And Auntie brought to light the song with Lil Uzi Vert that she had made some like in her lyrics. She said MAGA, like supporting. First of all, I don't really listen to her music like that, but I've heard the song and I don't even recall that. But oh my gosh, I can't do it.
Mhm.
I can't do it
It
with
was in our
her.
face the whole time, honey, and for those who don't know, the lyric said, "I got a Republican doctor."
And
Make face the whole time.
mm-hmm. I'm just so mm, she's bottom barrel gutter to me now. Like I've never really been a whole Nikki fan, but I mean she was okay for a while. It was fine. But this is just this she's too far gone for me.
Mhm.
Y'all
I
be
was a
blessed.
fan. I was a huge fan, especially during her mixtape days, honey. That, Bring Me Up Scotty mixtape, to be honest, I would still actually play that to this very day. So she does hold a special place in my musical journey, but what I'm
What?
seeing now, and Rick kind of gave up on her, after she was doing that shit to Megan Thee Stallion and taunting her about her deceased mom. Now that shit was
Nah,
just girl,
that's
you too
fucking out of
grown.
pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She lucky she
So
didn't get her ass whooped. I mean,
very,
honestly.
very nasty spirit, very.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what this is supposed to be here, but didn't do a damn thing for me.
Mm-mm. She didn't even say nothing. It was a word salad, just like Donald
That's
Trump's
it.
ass.
Right.
I said,
yeah.
what is the subject? What did we even talk about? Like you said you mentioned the persecution, but you didn't even what okay, and what? What are we doing here?
Ain't no persecution.
No, they
That's why
just
she
let her use her as a damn prop. That's all they did.
And if she don't know that by now, I'm gonna be quiet
Mm-hmm. Anywho,
because I don't
what y'all
want
having for
her
lunch?
her barbs.
What y'all having for
Crazy.
lunch?
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to the grocery store and get something.
Okay, because next story.
I know I'm not having no Raising Cane. Well, y'all, this next story, so don't get too excited. I couldn't wait to talk about it, but don't get too excited because it's not how we want it. But I'm sharing this TMZ article here, and you all should see where it says David viewed as suspect by investigators in Celeste Riva's apparent homicide. So finally they're looking at him as a suspect. But again, don't get too excited, and you're gonna hear why after I read this story. So, David is viewed as a suspect in the death of Celeste Rivas, the teenager who was found decomposing in his Tesla. Law enforcement sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ. As far as we know, as one of our sources told us, investigators are looking at David as a suspect. We're told they are viewing Celeste's death as a homicide, even though the medical examiner has yet to determine cause or manner of death. Investigators are still awaiting toxicology results. One source claims the police investigation revealed that around the spring of 2025, David took a trip in the middle of the night to a remote area of Santa Barbara County and remained there for several hours. It's also unclear why a spring trip would be on LAPD's radar. We have not been able to find a photo or video of Celeste since September of 2024. David was living in the Hollywood Hills in a rental home. Cops searched the property for blood evidence, and his Tesla was abandoned on a nearby street and towed to an impound lot, where Celeste's body was later found in the front trunk. Celeste's body was decomposing when it was found in a plastic bag in early September, and our sources say it looks like the body was cut up and that the manner in which Celeste was dismembered strongly suggests whoever did it had help from other people. It's untold us Monday that they are not they are not close to making an arrest. We've reached out to David's camp. So far, no word back. So long story short,
Mm,
they think he's a suspect. They know he's a suspect, but they don't have it on paper, and they're not making any arrests as of yet, and they're not even close, according to this article. But that's why I
mm,
said don't get excited.
mm.
Well, they're closer. I'm good with that. He will
Okay.
eventually be arrested. I mean, sometimes it takes time, and I know a lot of people want him to be arrested, but until they have the proof that they want, he will not be arrested. It's coming. Just wait.
That's for sure. It definitely is coming.
Yeah.
It may take a year or two. I mean, from watching crime shows, sometimes it doesn't happen quickly. Even if they have a suspect, sometimes it takes time to get the proof they need because
Hmm.
I mean everything ain't just cut and dried. They're gonna get him.
Even though it seems like it's cut and dry to us,
Mm-hmm.
they got to have something where it's, especially at this level of a homicide, they want to have all the evidence beyond a reasonable doubt so that he's
Right.
not able to get off. Because if he gets off, then and then they
That's it.
find out for real that he did it, like they have the proof, they won't be able to retry him.
Nope.
So they gotta be careful. It's easier to let him stew now than go ahead and mess up and lose it. Hmm.
Yeah.
But his day will come.
Just gotta wait. I'm not
Yeah.
heartened by that.
No, you're absolutely right. And then we just talked about the story with the Golden State Killer and
Hmm.
how he was living free and going on about his business for decades until they finally caught up with his ass, and how he got caught up was that little bit ass dick.
Ooh, honey,
And the
let's not even go
DNA
back.
DNA trail, because when
Hmm.
he started his crimes, DNA wasn't as advanced as it is now. So they did they used the DNA databases that people be sending their information into, and traced his family tree to a person who would fit the time profile. I mean, they worked that case. They never gave up on it, and that's how they ultimately caught him. And then the size of his appendage just sealed the case. You know,
Hmm. But folks, remember, there is no statute of limitations on murder.
no.
So,
So long story short, don't be out here killing people. Get your shit together.
mhm.
And thinking you done got away with it for 5, 10 years. Yeah, okay. Till you get that knock on the door.
Okay, that call that they like, hey, we just want to interview you. Remember that case? Oh man, I be seeing those all the time.
Yeah. Well, had you ever been in her apartment? No. No. So,
Meanwhile, they got DNA.
right. I love it.
I do too. Or if they implicate themselves as being in the place when they hadn't before, maybe 20 years ago, and now, oh, where are you now? This is a little different, huh? Okay.
Yeah, they will get
Mhm.
you.
Well, you hear that, David? They will get you. They coming for your fucking crazy ass, weirdo,
Yeah.
pedophile,
Hmm.
allegedly.
Until we find out, until you convicted. It's alleged until you convicted, fam.
Mhm. Well,
Huh.
honey, our next story. So we have talked a bit about David Geffen and Donovan what's his name? Donovan Armstrong, or excuse me,
Hmm.
Donovan Andrews, but his real name is
Hmm.
Michael Armstrong.
Oh, that's damn. That's a whole switch up. Mm.
Hmm. Well, it looks like they're getting towards the end of their actual termination date of their marriage. And you also
Mm.
see, I just shared it here by way of TMZ. Termination date set for David Geffen's marriage to David Armstrong. So, David Geffen and his estranged husband, David Armstrong, are less than a week away from being officially single following a nasty divorce battle. According to court documents obtained by TMZ, the exes will be declared legally single and their marriage will be officially terminated on November 24th.
Mm.
But
Monday.
Monday coming up, honey. But that doesn't mean they're washing their hands of each other quite yet. A determination in spousal support, property division, and attorney fees is still being worked out and will be finalized at a later date. Notably, court docs TMZ obtained earlier this month show both parties entered into a written agreement regarding their property and partnership. We told you all about it. Money has been a contentious point in this divorce, with billionaire Geffen saying he paid Armstrong, aka Donovan Michaels, plenty to keep him happy, and is even footing the bill for his New York City penthouse. But the much younger model has argued the opposite and has told courts he's hiding his wealth so that he can pay minimal spousal support. He's also accused Geffen of treating him as a quote unquote a living social experiment and parading him around as a trophy to show off to his wealthy friends under the guise of benevolence. Armstrong even filed a lawsuit against his former partner in July for allegedly exploiting him, but dropped it in October, which we talked about here.
Mm.
Now it seems the pair has just has a few loose strings to tie up, and they'll be able to move on for good. Geffen and David tied the knot in 2023 and did not have a prenup. The media mogul filed for divorce just before their second anniversary. Mm-mm.
Interesting. Huh. I wonder how much money he going. I mean, I feel like you shaking a table, you might lose all your little cakewalk money, homie. But we'll see.
Mm.
Child, David Giffen is a billionaire. This is a drop in the bucket. Even if he'll be fine.
No, he'll be fine. I'm saying the little
Oh,
husband.
his husband. Oh,
Yeah, cause he getting that free apartment and all that stuff, and I'm like, boy, you shaking the table trying to get more, you might lose out. We'll see.
well, he got to
A
be able to
straight
keep
man
it.
refused it, allegedly.
He got to be able to
Not,
keep it once he get it. That money ain't
yeah,
gonna
that's.
last forever. He got to be able to keep it.
Mm-hmm.
That is a whole straight man out here trying to scam, allegedly, allegedly. And
Mm.
honey, it just that the money that he's getting already, you can't sit here and tell me that I'm sitting here staying in your damn penthouse, rent free, $15,000 a month penthouse, rent free. I'm still getting whatever I want. Even though we are broken up, we're separated, but you still give me your credit card. I can buy whatever I want, and you still want more.
I know, isn't that crazy?
God, I have seen what you have done for others, and I'm ready to receive.
and I won't, and I won't be greedy. I just take what I get. Oh
But you know what?
man.
I'm not a straight man nor a top, so I just can't put myself because I know Donovan Michaels was dicking that old white ass down for that money, honey. He was thinking about that payout he was gonna get at the end, allegedly, allegedly, and I guess it just came to a head. He couldn't pretend anymore.
I guess. I guess. Hmm.
Well, I blame David for that. If he couldn't see that, um, well, shame on him.
Mm-hmm.
There was no need to get
Hmm.
married.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
So we have a comment on wow, Geffen is a wealthy name all over Los Angeles. So many buildings here named after Geffen. He want to name
Really?
your dick after him too, honey. That's that Geffen dick, honey. Give me that
Ugh,
Geffen.
you is a fool. I cannot stand you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm so y'all know I'm gonna continue to follow this story because I really want to see how this ends up. And I can and I
yeah.
feel like what's gonna happen along the lines of what Moon is saying. He's gonna shake the table so hard that he's gonna end up getting nothing.
I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of, I don't know. He trying to act like he owed money, like he was there shooting in the gym with David. He was making this money before you was even gleaming somebody's eye. So why do you think that you are entitled to so much more after a year or two marriage? I
Because he
don't
was
know.
also in the gym, not shooting, but doing the bending. Allegedly, allegedly.
You know what? You getting what you for bending him over. You getting rent free. You getting to spend the money however you want. And now you just being greedy. And I think you finna talk yourself right on out of some money. I think so. I don't know.
Mhm. How long were they married for? Just under 2 years. Happened.
Yeah. And then you're getting rent free. Like endless money, like you got a credit card that you ain't even got to pay for. You could just swipe, and you ain't happy with that. I mean, in LA, that's like you living in hog heaven.
We have a comment saying, "What? Just give him a house and a car. Move on."
See, he finna walk away with not a motherfucking thing in 2 seconds. I don't know. Keep playing.
I tell you
Mm.
what, though, I know I can't wait to see the Lifetime movie about this. 'Cause you know they're gonna make one.
They better, or at least a Tubi movie. You know you gonna watch the Tubi movie.
And I already know who they need to get to play Donovan Michaels. Makai Brooks, answer your phone, honey. Makai Brooks, stand by your phone. I got a
Is
job for
that the
you.
one that was on 101?
No, no, that's I think you're thinking about Robert Rashad. Makai Brooks,
Yeah.
that was the one that was in that Tyler Perry movie that said ashtray bitch. Remember that?
No, let me. I'm finna Google it.
And he was in a lot of stuff. He was in Desperate Housewives. He played Alfred Woodard's son in Desperate Housewives. What else was he in? When when you see him, you'll know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
Oh, I think I know tall dude.
Hmm. That's who
Mm.
needs to play Donovan
I haven't
Michaels,
seen
honey.
him in a while.
He
Let me
was just in
see.
something I was watching. I can't remember what it was. Oh, we have a comment. Damn, Geffen found it DreamWorks. Hmm.
Well, no, he's Google. I mean, yeah, ain't he a billionaire?
He also found that that very expensive penis. Poor thing. Well, David Geffen, what did you learn? Well, so do y'all remember not too long ago? I think it was the other day. We talked about Takashi 69, and there were four masked gunmen that ran into his house and like they held his mom hostage and stuff. Well, because of that, he's actually pleading with the judge to delay his sentencing because he wants to relocate his mother. And I have this link here from All Hip Hop. Y'all should see where it says it's an exclusive. 6ix9ine relocating his mom after home invasion and begs for sentencing delay. So 6ix9ine asked a federal judge to delay his sentencing and let him relocate his family after four masked gunmen invaded his Florida home and held his 60-year-old mother at gunpoint. The rapper's lawyer, Lance Lazaro, filed a letter with U.S. District Judge Paul A. Engelmeyer on November 18th, requesting an adjournment of 6ix9ine sentencing, which had been set for November 20th of 2025 in Manhattan Federal Court. The filing states that 6ix9ine, whose real name is Daniel Hernandez, is seeking to relocate his family for safety, and that the proposed relocation is subject to approval from the probation department. The reason for this request is that Mr. Hernandez was the victim of a home invasion on Sunday, November 16th. Four masked men entered his home and held his mother at gunpoint while several items were taken from his home, Lazaro wrote. Lazaro also told the judge that federal prosecutors consented to the request. My office has been in contact with AUSA Jonathan Rebold as he consents to this request, the attorney wrote. The break-in occurred at 6ix9ine's Lake Worth home, where he has been living under supervised release. Authorities confirmed the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office responded to the scene and opened an investigation. No arrests have been announced. The letter marks the latest development in 6ix9ine's ongoing legal troubles. He has been under court supervision since pleading guilty in 2019 to racketeering and weapons charges and cooperating with the government's case against the non-Trey Gangsta Bloods. His cooperation earned him a reduced sentence, but he has since faced several probation violations and public altercations that put him back under federal scrutiny. Judge Engelmeyer has not yet ruled on the adjournment request. If granted, sentencing would move from November 20th to sometime in January. Mm-mm. I mean, I don't really care for this rat, but I think that's a reasonable request to, something like that just happen. Yeah, I don't think it's unreasonable. I still don't like this rat ass motherfucker, but I mean, if this happened to my family, I would try to do what I can to move them as well. So I guess it is what it is. Well, that's that on that. Enough about him. Oh, child, let's talk about mystical, honey. Mystical. Now, millennials, honey, y'all, I'm about to break y'all hearts because some of y'all knew this about him that he is a whole rapist, a convicted rapist,
Mm-hmm.
and now he faces life in prison. So you all should see I just shared by way of all hip hop. Mystical resurfaces in court over charges that could land him life in prison. Let me read that again. Mystical resurfaces in court over charges that could land him life in prison. So Mystical is due before a judge in Ascension Parish on Thursday, November 18th, as the New Orleans rapper's high stakes legal saga move forward with charges that could lock him away for life. The 54-year-old performer is scheduled for a procedural hearing tied to a 2022 case involving accusations of first-degree rape, domestic abuse battery by strangulation, and false imprisonment.
Damn.
Mhm. The rapper's legal team and prosecutors will address scheduling and evidence-related matters, though no trial date has been set. The case remains in pretrial status, with proceedings expected to continue in the coming months. Mystical has pled not guilty to all charges and has remained jail without bail since his arrest more than 2 years ago. The incident occurred on Saturday, July 30th of 2022 at the artist's Prairieville home. According to court documents, Mystical thought the woman stole $100 in cash from him, prompting him to punch, choke, and pull the braids out of her hair. He then took her keys and cell phone and stopped her from leaving the premises. An altercation ensued, and the rapper allegedly beat the woman, pushed her on the bed, and then raped her. A search of his home turned up meth, Xanax, heroin, marijuana, and drug paraphernalia. If convicted of first-degree rape, Louisiana law mandates a life sentence without parole. The domestic abuse charge involving strangulation adds another layer of legal risk due to its enhanced classification under state statutes. This is not the first time the rapper has been entangled in serious criminal allegations. In 2003, Tyler was convicted of sexual battery after assaulting his hairstylist and served 6 years in prison. He was released in 2010 and is now a lifetime registered sex offender. In 2016, he was again accused of kidnapping and sexual assault in Caddo Parish. That case was eventually dropped by prosecutors. Tyler's current incarceration at the Ascension Parish Detention Center reflects both the gravity of the charges and his status as a repeat offender. Prosecutors argue he poses a public safety threat, citing his criminal history and the nature of the accusations. Once a chop-topping figure in Southern hip-hop, Tyler rose to fame in the early 2000s with hits like Danger, Been So Long, and Shake Your Ass. He was signed to Jive Records and later No Limit Records, collaborating with artists such as Master P and Silk the Shocker. His rapid-fire delivery and high-energy performances made him a standout during hip-hop's commercial boom. However, his music career has been repeatedly interrupted by legal issues. His 2003 conviction halted his momentum, and subsequent arrests have made any return to the spotlight nearly impossible. And good, because we don't need the spotlight that. He is a whole fucking rapist, sexual predator, sex offender, convicted back in the early when Cash Money was taking over for the 99 and 2000s, honey. This when he was back out here raping people, raping his hairstylist.
Long time ago. And he's so talented. It's just a damn shame. Cause I loved his flow, you know?
Yep. Same
And he
here.
out here being a whole sexual predator. Ugh.
And the recent one, the one that got his ass in jail now, you thought that girl stole $100 for you. So that you beat her and then you proceed to take her phone so she won't leave, try to keep her from leaving, then you throw her on the bed and rape her. You predatory motherfucker. Like, what? Oh, child. Child.
$100 was just an excuse. He wanted to do that anyway.
Wake it up.
What I think.
And I think I agree. I agree with you. Well, this next story. So we only talked a little bit about this, but about Post Malone. I don't know if y'all remember us talking about. I think it was even like a couple of months ago, but we discussed him having like issues with his child's mother, and they were going through a nasty custody battle. Well, it looks like that is nearing its end as well. And you all should see where it says here by way of TMZ, Post Malone and baby mama settle custody battle. And TMZ, y'all know y'all did wrong. Y'all didn't have to do this headline like this. That girl has a name. But anyway, now we say congratulations to Post Malone because he and his baby mama just settled their months-long custody war over their child. He and ex-fiance He Sung Jamie Park reached an agreement on custody, visitation rights, and child support for their 3-year-old daughter last week, a court document obtained by TMZ shows. Their arrangement, which also may include other matters such as health insurance for the child, is sealed, meaning we can't see the exact details. But it's nice to know Post and his ex were able to work things out. We told you all about it. Park had actually submitted paperwork in April to have the case in LA, which allows for higher child support payments. But the Sunflower hitmaker had already filed documents in Utah where he had already been splitting custody with Park. Our sources told us at the time Park moved to California at the beginning of 2025 after things fizzled out with Post near the end of 2024. The singer has stayed in the dating game, moving on with Christy Lee. They were first spotted together in January during a date night in Rome. But They have also since called it quits, going their separate ways just before summer. Mm-mm. Post Malone look like he stink. I'm sorry. He look like like when you walk past him, you just smell like cigarettes and ass and regret and sin. Like he just like he smells like all of that. Ugh. I'm sorry. But yeah, so it looks like that's they worked it out.
Is it
Good
the
for them, I guess.
that make them look like that? 'Cause I, I don't, I don't have tattoos. Like I don't personally dislike a lot of them, but this here, this random, just scribble all over your face, and then when they start fading, it looks like your skin is dirty. Uh, ugh, yuck.
Very bad. Well, this next story. So y'all remember yesterday we talked about the details surrounding Patrick Beverly and his younger sister. Well, now Patrick's attorney is come out to saying that his sister is a liar. She is lying about how all of that happened, and Patrick Beverly is not a violent man. And y'all should see where it says here by way of TMZ, Patrick Beverly's attorney denies sister's claims. He's not a violent man. So Patrick Beverly's legal team is disputing the allegations that led to his felony assault arrest, with his attorney claiming the ex-NBA player's sister side of the alleged incident is not accurate. Letitia Quayones Hollins tells TMZ Sports the details laid out from Beverly's 15-year-old sister to cops in the probable cause affidavit were given at a time when emotions were high and don't tell the truth or the complete story. Patrick is not a violent man and was not violent that night, Quayones Hollins said Tuesday. In fact, he was very respectful with authorities that night and encouraged others to do the same. The attorney went on to describe Beverly as a provider and protector for his family, including his sister, who told cops he choked her and punched her after she left home without permission to meet up with her boyfriend in the early hours of November 14th. He has always looked out for their well being and will continue to do so, Quayones Hollins continued. I have every expectation that when all the facts are in, Patrick will be cleared of all these charges. Okay, girl. So he's not a violent man, but he still choked and first of all lifted his sister up by his neck with his hands till her feet was off the ground. Then proceeded to take her out of the room and punch her in the eye. And you want to tell me that that's not a violent man, girl? Letitia, get off my line, girl. Get off my line.
That
Now I know
sounds
your job is to protect your client, but you could have came up with something a little bit better than that.
sounds pretty violent to me,
Hello.
especially against a family member. I could understand you being angry, but to do your own sister like that, the choking part, especially.
Especially. And then told her, because we leaving out that then he told her, I'm the family member that will kill you. I'm paraphrasing. I'm sure he said something different, but he pretty much made it clear to her that he is the one that will end her. Like, baby, y'all need to and I said it yesterday. Who needs to also be blamed is that mama. Lisa, you should be ashamed of yourself. That was bad parenting.
Yeah, because she called him over there for a reason.
Because she knows that, unlike what his lawyer says, that he is a violent man and he was going to do exactly what she wanted him to do. Allegedly, I guess I got to say allegedly. So, but yeah. So Letitia, get off my line. I hear what you're saying, girl, but you lying. He is a violent man, and it sounds like your recounts, your events of that incident is not accurate. But his look, what reason would that 15-year-old who, if you sit here and saying that this man, her older brother, is the provider and protector of the family, then what reason would she need to lie on her provider and protector? Like, get off my line, Letitia, for real.
Well, I mean, it's possible she could be lying. We can't say that she's not a liar. She might have been angry that her mother called him over there because she had a boyfriend. And wasn't she 17, not 15? And he's
Good
18,
question.
the
I'm reading.
boyfriend.
Yeah, I know he's 18. I read she was 15. She could be 17.
Yeah, so I mean, it's possible she could have made that up. It's a nasty lie, but yeah, let's wait until the drama plays out here.
We gonna see. And I hope Letitia says what she means, and we're gonna find out the truth in court. We gonna see. Because I think all this could be solved if she was punched in the eye. Right? Was there any was she taken to the
Oh yeah,
hospital? Did anybody take pictures of her injuries?
right. There should be proof of that if it really happened.
Mhm. Well, that's that on that, honey.
And
Was something? Oh, what you say, boo?
if it didn't happen, that's a really terrible lie because you pissed off.
Yep. Well, speaking of lying, honey, Smokey Robinson is saying all these people are lying on him, honey, because a new accuser done entered the chat, and this time it's a man.
Another one. Oh,
Uh-huh. And remember, honey, we already talked about the four housekeepers that were filed the suit against him. They remained anonymous. Now there's a fifth housekeeper and then a sixth one that's a man who alleged that and you should see I just shared here by way of TMZ. Smokey Robinson's newest sexual battery accuser is a man.
hmm.
So it starts off by saying Smokey Robinson's newest sexual battery accuser is a man who claims the Motown singer once grabbed the guy's hand and tried to force it onto his erect penis. Smokey is being sued by four Jane Does, claiming they used to work as housekeepers for the music star and his wife, Frances Gladney Robinson. And now two more alleged victims want to join the suit: a fifth Jane Doe and a John Doe. According to new legal docs obtained by TMZ, the male accuser claims he started working for the Robinsons at their Chatsworth residence around 2013. He says he would clean and detail their cars early in the morning, and on numerous occasions, Smokey came outside wearing only his underwear and would touch and fondle his erect penis in clear view of John Doe. The guy claims Smokey Robinson's sexual arousal was vivid and unmistakable during these incidents. He also claims Smokey sometimes made sexually suggestive gestures and remarks towards him, including beckoning him towards a nearby room. He says he would reject Smokey's alleged advances by telling him, "Put some clothes on." The guy claims things escalated around 2022 when, in one incident, Smokey grabbed the guy's hand without consent and attempted to force it onto his erect penis. After the alleged incident, the guy claims the Robinsons fired him. He says 1 year later, Smokey's wife requested he return to work, and he did. He said Smokey went right back to appearing partially clothed, touching himself, and making sexually suggestive remarks in his presence. He claims Smokey's repeated sexual harassment, indecent exposure, and unwanted physical contact resulted in humiliation, emotional distress, and ongoing fear for his safety and dignity. And he says he stopped working for the Robinsons after learning of similar conduct towards other victims and out of concern for his own well being. The new Jane Doe who wants to join the lawsuit claims she worked for the Robinsons as a housekeeper. She says on more than 10 occasions, Smokey grabbed her hand and attempted to force her to touch his erect penis. When the four women sued Smokey in May for sexual battery, assault, and false imprisonment and gender violence, the lawyer denied the allegations and chalked it up to a shakedown. We've reached out to Smokey's camp about the new claims. So far, no word back. We've also reached out to the attorneys representing the alleged victims, but also no word back. But it does look like they did get some word back because there has been an update. And the update says Smokey's attorney, Christopher Frost, tells TMZ these plaintiffs are part of the same group of people who have conspired together against the Robinsons and are laying out their claims for maximum adverse publicity. We have already explained in the Robinsons lawsuit against this group for defamation, civil conspiracy, and elder abuse that all along this has been an organized, avaricious campaign to extract money from an 85-year-old legend. This group of people who hide behind anonymity and their attorneys seek global publicity while making the ugliest of false allegations. Frost adds, we have sought the court's intervention multiple times to require these anonymous individuals to divulge essential information, turn over relevant evidence, and to share deposition transcripts with the district attorney. For obvious reasons, this group of does and their attorneys refuse to be forthcoming with all of the evidence possible to investigate their own claims. Once the public can see the truth, their avaricious motives and fabricated claims will be revealed. Mm-mm. So I do want to say that I certainly believe that Smokey Robinson is the type of person to grab your hand and touch his erect penis, but I don't know if it. I can't say. Well, I wasn't there, but I mean, it's just okay. So because I'm just taking all the information that I just read in this article, it says you started working with for them around what 2013. He had a history of coming outside in only his underwear with his dick hard, and he fondling and playing with himself, and even suggested that y'all go into a nearby room, and all you tell him was put some clothes on. Okay, okay, whatever, whatever. But then you stop working there because you felt the way. His wife calls you, and you come back to work again. No, and then for you to come back, he starts doing the same thing, coming out in his underwear and stuff, and then he takes your hand and tries to touch his erect penis. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I do feel that Smokey Robinson is the type of person to do that. I have no proof of this other than the gut feeling. But yeah. So I just found this to be very, very interesting. I know my grandma probably don't want to hear none of this shit right now. No, you ain't gonna talk about no damn not Smokey. Absolutely not. Yeah, girl. Smokey out here being mm, being and the wife. Mm. Well, y'all, this next story is it's a little sad because it's gonna bring up a really sad, senseless murder that did not have to happen. But Jonathan Joss, y'all know who famously played John Redcorn on The King of the Hill.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hmm. Well, that neighbor who killed him was finally indicted. So you all should see what I just shared by way of TMZ. King of the Hill star Jonathan Joss's neighbor indicted for murder in Texas. So, King of the Hill voice actor Jonathan Joss's neighbor, Sigfredo Ceja Alvarez, has been charged in Joss's murder, People reports. The charge comes after Ceja Alvarez was arrested and released immediately after the tragic incident. He has been formally indicted by a Bexar County grand jury. We broke the story. Eyewitnesses said Josh got into a heated argument with his neighbor at a house on the city's south side June 1st, leading to a bloody confrontation. Police told us the neighbor pulled a rifle and shot the actor before fleeing in a vehicle. Officers responded to a call of a shooting in progress and received a description of the car. Meanwhile, paramedics raced to the scene and provided medical assistance, but they were unable to save the victim and he was pronounced dead. A police report previously obtained by TMZ claimed Ceja Alvarez confessed to shooting the actor. Josh, who was 59, was the voice of John Redcorn in King of the Hill. He also landed a big part in Parks and Recreation as Chief Ken Hotate, and he had small roles in TV shows such as Tulsa King, Ray Donovan, and films like True Grit and The Magnificent Seven. So may he rest in peace, and I'm sorry that asshole took your life. But yeah, he's finally been indicted, so.
It's about time.
Mm-hmm. Hey, favorite Taurus.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, I got 3 more stories left. So, now this next story, so I'm sure y'all don't know who this person is, but this story was very, very, interesting. So this is about a French rapper. And just before I even start reading, have y'all ever heard of a French rapper by the name of Zola? I think I already know the answer, but
No.
have you heard of him?
No.
Well, we about to hear about his ass today, honey, because him and a group of friends kidnapped and beat the hell out of a fan. So you all should see where I just shared here by way of all hip hop. Famous French rapper accused of kidnapping teen who just wanted a photo. So, and I'm gonna try to read this in my best French accent, so y'all don't give me too much, okay? But Zola was arrested in Le Pen, Seine et Marne, after police say the French hip hop artist and 3 others kidnapped and violently beat a 19-year-old fan who approached the rapper's home asking for a photo. The 26-year-old performer, born Aurelien Nzuzi Zola, is accused of orchestrating a disturbing 2-hour attack that allegedly included beatings, threats with firearms, and humiliation inside his residence. According to Le Parisien, the victim was stripped, forced to watch his clothes burn, and beaten and had a gun shoved in his mouth before being taken to the basement where assailants allegedly fired bursts of gunfire from a long gun very close to him. Authorities in Mo charged Zola and his associates with kidnapping and aggravated assault with a weapon. The investigation is ongoing as police continue to collect evidence. The incident reportedly began when the teenager arrived at Zola's home hoping for a quick photo. Instead, the Amber rapper allegedly emerged with a group of attackers allegedly forced the teen to undress, burn his clothes, and beat him. A handgun was placed in his mouth. Later, he was taken to the basement where the group allegedly fired close range gunshots near him. Before releasing him, they allegedly stole his phone and bank card. The group then walked the victim back to his car, which had been vandalized, tires slashed, mirrors broken. According to Le Parisien, the group threatened to kill him if he contacted authorities. The victim fled to nearby relatives before reporting the incident to police. Zola, who rose to fame in 2016 and gained mainstream success with his debut album, I'm going to mispronounce this, Cicatrices, in 2019. He has built a massive online following with more than 2 million social media followers. His 2022 single Amber topped the French charts and helped cement his status as a rising star in the country's hip hop scene. He recently collaborated with fellow rapper Koba Lad on the 2024 album Freeze Enemies, which debuted at #1 in France. Okay, now. Y'all asses is crazy over there, honey, in Paris. Oh, look, we have a comment. Oui, okay, y'all. Oui, crazy. How you say crazy in French? I know it's not loco. How you say crazy in French? Whatever it is, y'all asses is crazy. Is it le crazy? Is that how you say it? Le
Right.
crazy? Y'all asses are le crazy. Go ahead, favorite Taurus.
Or it's pronounced faux. So FOU, faux is crazy in French.
Look at this faux ass nigga. This faux motherfucker.
Now you gotta, just fuck.
You know what? I would do that. I don't want to give my laptop a bath right now. Well, now this next story is for my Jamaican queen who swears that I don't ever tell any Jamaican stories, but anytime I do tell a story about a Jamaican, she ain't never here. But shout out to my Jamaican queen. And this next story, it's not funny, but it's funny. And I felt so horrible for laughing. But there, Miss Jamaica in the Miss Universe pageant, she done fell, honey, and busted her ass, honey. And I just shared this article by way of TMZ. Miss Jamaica takes a nasty tumble off the stage at Miss Universe preliminaries, and it was caught on video. Oh, we have a comment saying busted her poom poom. Yep, that's exactly what she did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, first, hey, honey, and she looked so gorgeous too, baby. She was walking, serving, she was giving you everything, and then it got interrupted by a nasty fall. So we're gonna I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna watch that together. Okay, y'all should see here. So I'm gonna play. It's 3 videos in here I want us to see. So this is the first one.
Damn.
This was the aftermath, baby. They don't put a stretcher in there, everything, and it's not funny. I swear I'm not. I'm just laughing at the optics of it because this was wild. So this is the second video I want us to see.
Yeah, I'm sure she hurt herself because she just had no idea that she was about to step off the stage. Oh no.
Noria moved to
Yeah, I think she did definitely hurt her. I'm sure she did hurt herself. But what had me laughing was when they had all those men around that stretcher trying to, get that girl out of here just so that the next model could come out. And I'm sorry, that's horrible. But and you should see where it says here reports online are saying there was an actual hole in the stage, which would explain why the fall was so brutal. And it does track, especially since contestants rehearse like crazy and know that stage inside out. So it makes sense she absolutely looked completely blindsided when she went down.
Yeah, because I mean, she was just totally just like, just
But the
forward.
same thing happened to Miss Great Britain. And we about to watch her. So she came out, during the costume segment and she fell and busted her ass too. So let's watch that.
Wow.
Great Britain. Transformation. Sporting two looks, it's one for the books. Great Britain.
I'm sorry. Y'all don't kill me. I'm sorry. Go ahead, favorite Taurus.
I'm waiting for somebody to make a TikTok of that video and then use that sound bite, what was it called? And then my head hit the wall. Boom.
Yes, honey. And you know what? They need to get some drag queens or some gay men or some trans girls that perform up in these beauty pageant work because a lot of them girls they could have taught them how to fall with grace. Like you could have did like a little fall and then got back up and just been so cunt and pussy. That was look, don't bring Helen Baylor into it. Yes, honey. But yeah, I feel like y'all need to have because them girls, like look at it on Drag Race. Them girls be falling and busting their ass all the time on that main stage. But you know what they do? They get back up and they make it cunt. They give you cunt. Pussy. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, girls. I know this. I hope y'all don't hear this and hear me laughing. I'm not laughing at y'all. I'm just laughing at the optics. I promise. And I hope y'all recover okay because the reports say they don't know if Miss Jamaica was okay or not. So I hope she is okay and didn't break anything. Okay, where our last story, do y'all remember the Tinder Swindler, honey? That Netflix documentary that came out like in 2022. I know we remember because a lot of us were talking about it in this room together and we all watched it and talked about the episodes and stuff. Well, how about Simon? And how do you say his last name? Is it Simon Leviev? So Simon, he's actually planning on suing Netflix. He's in the process of suing Netflix because of that documentary. Yes, right. The audacity, honey. And I have this link from TMZ. You all should see where it says Tinder swindler Simon Leviev says he's suing Netflix over documentary. So this is about a 3-minute video where he's talking to Harvey and Charles from TMZ where he talks about it. So we're going to watch it. I'm going to play this video, and I'm going to use this as an excuse to go get a coffee refill. But let me share my screen and let's see what the quote unquote Tinder swindler has to say. Give me 1 second. All right, let's go.
Can we start with your release? It's confusing to me if you were jailed there. Um, how did it come about?
Related to fraud charges in Germany.
And that months later, you're free. Can you kind of give us the lowdown on how that happened?
Yeah, I landed in Georgia, the country. It was a red notice from Interpol that there is a arrest warrant for Germany. So I've been arrested automatically for 90 days. It's the procedure of extradition. And during this time, my lawyers from Israel, from Georgia, and from Germany was working. And apparently there is no case. It just was like literally like a false allegation, and all the case has been dismissed, and I have been released. Didn't been charged in anything, and it's all been dropped. I'm now in the hotel, still in Georgia, waiting for some of my stuff to get from the authorities, and tomorrow I will be back home.
When the series came out in 2022, and ever since then, the women who were in that series say that they've gotten no justice, that there have never been any charges against you for what they laid out in that series. And they, of course, allege that you swindled them out of millions of dollars. And to them, you would say what?
The truth is always prevails. I just want to clear and state those allegations again. It's from 2017. This is the movie came out in 2022, so it doesn't mean any just allegation in the same people over and over again. And women nowadays doing a lot of things in order to get famous. I think your TMZ know it better than everybody else. No, any woman gave me any money or gave me anything. On the contrary, I'm the one who gave them. They should not call me the Tinder swindler. They should call me the Tinder donor. Those girls doesn't have millions. The accusations are like $200,000. Those people doesn't have them. The people working as a barista in a coffee shop. So, and to say targeted it and something like that, if they said I targeted it, where is the business model? I will invest on a girl $500,000 to take 200,000. Like, think for a second. In the law, you can use the word allegedly, and this is literally clearing you out from everything. I did file a lawsuit and a letter of demands and things for Netflix. I cannot say at the moment where it states in this current situation. But yeah, I did against the girls and against Netflix themselves.
In your case, there's more than one woman. I mean, there are a number of women with the same story. So why target you if they're all lying? How did all of them kind of get together and target you?
Look, if you're a restaurant and you have 1,000 customers, you can have 3 or 4 or 5 unhappy customers. Again, thank God they accusing me in money and all, God forbid, on any sexual or any single things. Nowadays, in the Me Too era and all of these things is something which is very easy things to say, I gave him cash or something like that. To say 3 girls out of dozens, so what is it? Like, it's a joke. And if you just putting things together, so it just doesn't make sense.
Baby, when I tell you they got Audacity on sale and he racked up, he stacked that shopping cart with nothing but Audacity, honey. Did y'all hear him? He said, first of all, these bitches is broke. How you sitting there trying to give me millions of dollars and you work as a barista? No. And he said, where's the business model on that? If I take a girl, spend millions of her and only get thousands back, no, that doesn't work. Use your brain. He said, we're the stupid ones, honey. What? What? But it sounds like he's going after those girls in the documentary along with Netflix. And he's filing a lawsuit against them. So this is actually going to be really
Crazy.
interesting. I'm definitely going to follow this story, honey. Because I have to. I was in that document, all up in it, honey. Because I just could not believe. Because first of all, how they let this man, who's not even that attractive, quiet as it's kept. He's really not. But I was like, he must got the dick of a god, honey. Because he was dicking these bitches down
No,
and taking their credit cards.
no,
So
they ain't never had nothing. But you know, a scammer gonna scam, boo. A scammer is gonna scam. They don't stop scamming.
that is true. So yeah, I am so looking forward to seeing like what comes of this lawsuit, and it's probably going to get dismissed like a motherfucker because Netflix ain't gonna do no shit like that without getting like vetting they shit. They not gonna put nothing out there like that. They got too much to lose. So I'm gonna I can't wait to see what comes of it. But yes, honey, Audacity is at an all-time high, and this man proves it. Well, y'all, that was all the tea that I have for us today. So before we head out and before I go and watch the rest of my stories, did any of you have any tea that you want to share? Any tea that I might have missed? Shut up, Will.
No,
Keep
I'm good
my
today,
story.
honey.
All right. Well, thank you all for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. We will be back tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time if you can make the live show. Do not forget to RSVP to that live show and gain an entry into my giveaway. But until then, you all have a fabulous rest of your day.
Bye, everybody.